I'm going to make a video response to you because I don't think writing helps you to understand one thing. So the fact that Sam Harris said what he said reveals to me that Sam knows where the conversation ought to go. In fact, I think he was trying to take it there, but Ezra didn't really bite, because I think Ezra, deep down inside, doesn't really know how to approach the conversation. Sam already has a lot going for him in terms of being able to go that direction in the conversation about intelligence and what it means to be, what the issues are with society's interpretation of what intelligence truly is. He has it because he wrote a book called Free Will and talked about determinism and how determinism can help us to arrive at conclusions about ourselves that humble us, because we are ultimately forced to admit that much of what we do, much of what we accomplish, has everything to do with environment, genetic construct, and other factors that are obviously beyond our control. That alone should clearly make it evident to Ezra and his ilk and people like yourselves that Sam is not the racist or the bigot or the racialist you think he is. He can't be, by virtue of the fact that he's a determinist of the sort that obviously addresses the fact that we have nothing to do with our own success and how we turn out, and that knowledge is the key to maximizing our well-being, or at least one aspect of maximizing people's well-being. Everybody's able to attain knowledge. So, and everyone is able to overcome their limits with some effort. Obviously, sometimes people need a helping hand to do this. So, I've already gotten, what I needed to get from Sam to know that a lot of what you guys are saying about him really doesn't make any sense. It's not supported by any evidence. You are simply not really, I guess, maybe you're not avid readers or avid observers of Sam. I've been following him since the beginning. I've been following Sam since the Infidel Guy days, so I know most everything there is to know about Sam Harris and his views. I've read all his books. I own them. So if anyone knows anything about Sam, it's me. And let me tell you, I've defended him at Columbia University, where I graduated. That's my alma mater. I have the credits to prove it. If you want to see my degrees, I'll show you, since the internet nowadays is kind of hard to trust anybody. But let me tell you, I think you're way mistaken. You don't know what the hell I'm talking about, and it's quite obvious by your trolling, Aaron. Okay, so I did a video response because I can't type anymore. It's clear to me that you don't understand what I'm writing, so maybe speaking it may make it clear. So let me reiterate it to you once again. Sam made a statement about society's I guess inclination towards a particular set of tools in people. Tools, we know in the context, I just pulled out a snippet in the context of a discussion about intellect, IQ and such. So I know the tools he's referring to are specific intellectual traits or characteristics or proficiencies. Obviously, there's tools that are not favorable. So the question should be raised is, which tools are not favorable? And I know Sam would ask those questions, or would be prepared to answer those questions, because he's a neuroscientist. He should know about Howard Gardner and his theory of multiple intelligences. So I'm sure he'll bring up, there's kinesthetic intelligence, there's interpersonal intelligence, there's intrapersonal intelligence, there's artistic intelligence. These are intelligences that aren't, there's a naturalist intelligence. There's a set of intelligences that really aren't taken too seriously by the scientific community as intelligences that, made it to the cut of the IQ measurement scale. Not every type of intelligence made it to the cut. They found three major ones. That's mathematical, logical, spatial reasoning, or spatial visual, and linguistic. Those are the three. But I know a lot of people who are adept at these particular kinds of intelligences, but lack, say, interpersonal intelligence or intrapersonal intelligence, like yourself, maybe. You may not know how to communicate or interpret intents or words in writing properly, which I see a flaw in you at this point. Maybe if I speak to you, maybe you need to listen. Maybe you're a listening type. And I'm differentiating here. I'm trying to differentiate here for you so you can try and understand me better. Maybe talking to you might work. So let's see. I'm going to post this video up and see what your response will be. Hopefully I'll get a video response from you, because I don't know, man. The stuff you're writing, you really seem like you're out to measure dicks here. I'm not here to measure dicks. I'm here to just simply point out that Sam is being misunderstood and people are expecting him to take things to a certain direction. He's not doing it, so it's pissing you guys off. And that's really not a rational thing. I mean, I understand that Sam doesn't take the conversation where I'd like him to take it, but I understand too that he's not an asshole. And Ezra Klein keeps trying to make him out to look like one. He's far from it. Ezra Klein's the real asshole. He's trying to be the big shot. He wants to take Sam Harris's throne as a lead intellectual figure. Too bad. Ezra Klein ain't doing it. He's a fucking asshole. And I'd like to debate him myself. And I have the credentials to do it. Masters from Columbia, bring it. I'm ready. In special ed, so I know about disability studies. I know a bit about neuroscience. I had to study it as part of my disability studies. Obviously, the brain is important to know about when you talk about people with autism. Okay, so I'm ready. Let's do it.